So you might be wondering how to self-publish your book on Amazon. Today, I'm going to go through all of the steps very quickly. So the first step is that you want to brainstorm about it. You want to choose one of those ideas. You want to create an outline. After you've done your outline, you want to create your book. Now, this is the book that I have published on Amazon already. So I'm going to kind of show you with this example. This is my children's book, The Land in the Woods. And so here I have everything outlined, including my copyright page. And then I have my table of contents, my prologue, and I have the chapters. I have everything finalized. You want to make sure that you edit your work because you want to be giving your reader quality material. If there's a lot of errors in it, it's going to make it frustrating for them to read. So you want to make sure that it's good. What you want to do is you want to come up with a title that is going to be catchy, that is going to fit your genre, and you also want to check that it is not already taken so that it can't be confused with another book. Then you want to hop over here to kdp.amazon.com and you want to set up your author account here, your bookshelf and everything. You're going to create an account. I'll put this link down below. And I already have an account created. Now, you're not allowed to have more than one account on KDP. Make sure that you don't create more than one. So you'll have to put in your email, you have to put in the password. Okay, I'm just looking to log into mine so that you can see. All right, then you're going to have to fill in all of your information here. And you're going to have to set up how you're going to receive payments. So make sure that you do this, especially before you publish, because you need to be able to receive that money. And then you're going to have to include your tax information as well. Once you've done all of that, you're going to save that information. And then you can go ahead and you go to your bookshelf. And here's where you're going to add your books. Okay, so you're going to create a new title. You're going to add what you want to do. And now they have hardcovers. And so basically what you're going to want to do through this process is you're going to want to look at how they say to do everything. Okay, they have some great tips already on their website. But basically what you're going to do is you're going to start uploading your content. You're going to put in your book title here. So my next one that I'm doing is The Forgotten Scroll. Okay. And then it is a book 2 in a series. And you can always go back and edit this information. That's the nice thing. So I'm going to add series details, because this is part of my series. Okay, how exciting is that? So then this is going to be the first edition. I'm not going to put anything in there. If you have updated your book, you might want to put in that it's like the second edition or something like that. And then you want to put in your author name as it's going to appear on it. Now you could use your own name or you could use a pseudonym. And then nobody else has contributed to my book. And then you want to put in your description here. Now, I don't have a description for my book yet, as of yet. Here's what I'll say about this, is that you want to make sure that whatever your description is, that it is clear, that it's concise, it's grammatically correct, it conveys what your book is about, and doesn't give away too much, okay? Now, I would definitely add more to this, okay? I'm just kind of giving you a quick example. You want to at least tell them what the plot is, what the main issue is. You want to introduce, if there's further problems, what those are, and then leave them hanging. So I like to end with a question that's like, hey, what's going to happen next? How do they resolve this? Okay. And then I want to say I own the copyright. Now, keywords. I love keywords. I love keyword research. And one great tool for that, I'll leave the link below, is Self-Publishing Titans. So you can go there. You can download their free extension. After you download it, it looks like this, okay? And it's going to appear at the top of your screen. And now I've typed in children's fantasy novel as an example, and you can see there's a score of 29 over here. 29 is not very good, okay? What that means is that it's either not a highly searched for category, or it is so competitive that you're not going to stand out as much. So many people are using this keyword that it's going to be hard for you to stand out. So children's adventure story is definitely less competitive, but still you want that number to be closer to 60. This is yellow, so it means it's not that great. Okay, if it's red, it means it's terrible. So this one is better. Children's adventure bedtime story is a better keyword. So even though it's not 60, let's say you say, you know what, that's really what my book is about. So I'm going to put that in there, and then you can choose up to 7 more. I recommend that you combine your keywords. Let's say you say, I want this also to be kids' books, and you're going to put in the ages, the age range. 8 to 10 is one of them. And then you want to do 11 to 12. Okay. If any of these numbers with kids' book ages come up, then my book is going to appear somewhere in that list. And then you're going to choose your categories. So in here, you want to make sure that it is pretty exact. Mine is fiction. I'll say it's epic fantasy as one of them. Juvenile fiction is for children's books, and it is an adventure story. Okay, now when I go to my bookshelf, I'm going to see here, this is what I've started to create, the Forgotten Scroll, okay? Now I haven't uploaded the cover yet. I haven't uploaded anything else. I haven't uploaded the Kindle ebook. On this one, I have, okay? So that's what you're going to have to do, is you're going to go in and upload all of this. All right, so you're going to continue with the setup. And now here I'll show you, this is what I did for my first book. It's a series title. It's the first book in the series. Okay, and it's got my name. Here is my description that I put in. Then it's going to bring you to this page. This is your paperback content. And so I got a free ISBN here, which you can do. You just can't use their ISBN to publish your book on any other platform. And this will not allow you to sell your book in bookstores. If you want to do that, you'll have to buy your own ISBN. I have a video on that. And then you select your trim size. So there's this trim. This is the trim size I selected. I selected no bleed. If you had pictures that are kind of going to the edge of your book, you might want to select bleed. And then I selected matte for my cover finish. Glossy would just be a little bit shinier if you want your cover to be a little shiny. To get this PDF, you're going to have to format your book, and you want to make sure that it's precisely formatted. I'll have a whole video about formatting. And then I've uploaded my paperback manuscript. You must upload a PDF. Okay. And then you want to upload a cover. And then you can launch your previewer, but this allows you to look at the cover, which currently I was updating this cover and it's messed up, so don't pay attention to that. So you can look at the interior of the book, and you can just make sure that everything looks good. before you approve it. Now, I'm not going to approve this because like I said, I'm still updating the cover. But you just want to look for things like make sure that your text is not cut off, that's not outside of these lines. Make sure that you like how these margins look. I had this much closer. I had it up to the line before. The first copy I ordered, it was very close to here. Okay, so you had to really open this book up like this. So that to be able to read it. And I thought that was kind of annoying. So instead, I adjusted those so that you don't have to open it as far to be able to read the book easily. Okay, so that's why you want to definitely order your author copy of your book, to just check that out. And then after you've made updates to it, you want to order another copy of it and you want to check that one out. Now, you can always go back and change the PDF, re-upload your PDF. Okay, however, it does take a couple of days for it to be able to sell on Amazon again. Then what you want to do is create your Amazon Author Central. So I have created mine. I'll just show that to you really quickly. And so this is my page, and it just shows my book here. And now when I go to look at my author page on Amazon, here's what I see. I see my book, the Kindle edition, and then I see, so down here, this is what the listing is going to look like, and I can view the paperback of that as well. Okay. And then I have added some about me information. You want to add anything about yourself that is relevant to why you were a good author for this book. So you can, again, I've said what some of my literary influences are, what I'm trying to do with this book, and then I detail my experience working with children. And then I've created this little video here. And so this video is just me advertising my book, and telling them what it's about and showing the painting that I used to make the cover. You can add a lot more to this, which I will be doing in the future, and especially as you get more books. So then after that, your step is to go live. You want to have your book launch. You want to announce that on social media. If you have a blog, if you have a website, you could do a YouTube live stream. I've seen people do that to announce their book, and then any special giveaways they want to do during that, or if they have like an interview the author or behind the scenes kind of thing. All of those are great promotional ideas. You want to make sure that you get the word out about your book. Okay, so that's the whole process. I'm going to go through each of those steps in my other videos in more details. If you have any questions about self-publishing, I would love to hear from you. I'd also love to hear what you're working on. Are you working on nonfiction or fiction? And what are some of the themes in your book, or what's the main plot? What stage are you at? I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Please subscribe if you want to hear about each of these pieces of writing and self-publishing in more detail.